Hi, and welcome to another episode of A Little Sales Training. I'm here, Dan Little, as your host, and today I'm here with Steve Davern from dealer eProcess. He's a strategic account director there. Steve's going to help us answer the questions of what's the 5 key tips that we could do with our website in order to best perform. Steve, you want to say hi to our audience?
Hello, Dan's audience. Dan, thanks for having me today. I think I've known you for a long time through the business. It's been about 20 years.
Oh, yeah.
Coming by the store all the time and trying to figure out better ways to, better processes, more ways to sell cars. And it's always a pleasure talking to you.
Well, thank you. Thanks for joining. So let's jump right in, Steve. What's your first tip for us for this website conversion?
Well, when I look at websites, because generally speaking, we'll get a dealer that's interested in a new website, and sometimes they're interested because they don't like the way the website's performing. Mostly they're interested because they're not happy with the way the service, the levels of service they're getting from their current website provider. But either way, it does have to perform. So one of the first things I like to point out is the simplicity. Make it nice and easy. People are coming to the website for 3 main reasons. They're looking for a new car, a used car, or service. Now, there's some secondary, more ancillary reasons they're going to come by too, which is maybe they're doing some research, or maybe they're interested in how strong their finance is, what their buying power is. But that's really the main reasons they're coming there. And website design, a lot of times the dealers will be looking at a desktop design and not look at the actual mobile design of a site. And that's where it's up to 90% of their customers are coming from. So keep it simple. Make sure you're looking at the mobile piece. Very important. The website tools, the tools that are on the website, and where you put the tools on the website. So having, for instance, a trade-in tool, very important to have it on the homepage, very important to have it on the SRP and the VDP as well. There's data that tracks where the leads come from on the website. Generally speaking, the SRP is a surprising leader in trade-in conversions. And so that's something that we really like to keep, what I call the conversation with the dealer, and it's ongoing. Which tools are in the site? Where are they working? And especially when you input a lot of the third-party tools, when you don't have like everything cohesive on the website, which there's a lot of websites out there that don't, most actually, it gets very confusing because there's a lot of different code. But the website tools are a very important piece, and where you put them.
So just to ask, I know you mentioned SRP and VDP, so we're going to have a mixed crowd here. And although many people may know what that is, could you go into a little bit of detail on that to help any newcomers?
Sure. So if you're doing a search on a website for anyone who's just an insider outside the business, let's say they're looking for a Chevy Equinox, right? So they on the website they'll navigate to the Equinox, click on the Equinox, and all the new or used Equinoxes will pop up. That's the SRP, which is the search results page.
Okay.
So now you're looking at all the Equinoxes. But then you see one that's that color red that you want, and you click on that, and you go to the vehicle details page. So that's the VDP. So it's just really drilling down from the SRP to the VDP. So
Great.
whether looking at all of them or just one. So
great.
Leads me to the platform. So it's important to have a website platform that ideally is all in one. If you look at Amazon, for instance, Amazon doesn't have any third-party tools on there. Now, that doesn't mean third-party tools aren't a good thing, because there's a ton of great ones out there. So I'm not putting them down, but the more you have a cohesive website where all the tools are native to the website and they can talk to each other, share information about each other to help people along, which leads me to my 4th point, which would be personalization on the website. Having all of the tools that talk to each other on the website gives you the opportunity now to have a personalized website experience. And personalization, it's all the rage right now, and it should be, because if you look at any kind of customer service that we've all enjoyed through centuries, right? Whether it's stopping for a donut in the morning, at the same place and them just saying, welcome, Dan. Are you going to have the chocolate donut and the coffee again? You say, yes, thank you, instead of, hello, sir, how can I help you today? And they know exactly who you are. That's really the goal of websites now, is to welcome people back so they don't have to start all over again. And it can take them into their own garage, and it can give them information based on all the navigating they've done on the website. Some of the lead forms they have filled out, that gives them a lot of information, whether it's their trade or their buying power. So the personalization on the site is an important piece too, and it helps people convert because they're more comfortable. It's possible you'd buy an extra donut when they cheer you up, like, hey, Dan, how you doing? How about 2 today? And you're like, what the heck? I'll have 2. It really just, it puts you in a, you're just more comfortable because the website is actually doing its job and walking you through the process.
Now, when you're talking about personalization, do you see most of this personalization only being in place on the sales side of things, or are you seeing personalization even moving forward as to the customer's service needs and things like that go?
Well, personalization, mainly what I'm talking about is on the website. If you think about it, all the navigating folks do on the website, it's all data. It could be collected, and and that data could be used to help them find what they're looking for. On the customer service end too, that's a whole nother piece of it. On the dealer side, and it's funny you said that, because my 5th point is, you could have the greatest website out there, but if you don't have the right landing space for the leads, meaning who's handling the leads, what I would call a healthy business development center, or however they're handling the leads at the store, the whole system doesn't work. So it's a real true partnership between the website company and the marketing company, of course, which is usually the website company in a lot of cases, and the store. So we all have to work together on this. So that's like a very important piece of the website, is what happens once the leads get there, because it could make or break it.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Well, cool. So if anyone had any questions further about this website stuff and that, what's a good way for them to get a hold of you?
Either send me a text or give me a call at 773-415-8453, or my email address at Dealer eProcess is steve.davern, DAVERN, at dealereprocess.com.
All right, Steve. Well, we really appreciate you coming on today. Is there anything else you want to add before we log off?
No, just very happy to be on, and love the car business, and really just want everyone to keep selling and servicing more cars, because love when everyone's happy.
Nice. Well, thank you again for your time, and thank you guys for tuning in, and we look forward to seeing you on our next episode.
Take care.